What's up, everybody? Hope you all having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of B&B. Listen, I like me some Grace. I do. Paris's mother, I like her. She's a straight shooter. She shoots from the hip. She tells you how she feels. She doesn't mince words, and I like that. She made it abundantly clear to Carter that Carter's not the one for her daughter, and that she feels Zendaya is. I get where she's coming from, but at the same time, I feel Grace needs to back off of this. Like she should only be there as as guidance for Paris, because at the end of the day, Paris is an adult, and no matter what Grace says, Paris is gonna do what Paris wants to do, no matter what her mother say. So I think Grace just needs to fall back from this and just observe, be there as a sounding board. Like just don't interject yourself into her business. You know what I'm saying? Let her come to you when she need advice and give her your best advice and call it a day. Because I wouldn't interfere. You know what I mean? No matter what she say, it's like Paris is gonna do what Paris wants to do because she's an adult. Um, for me, I just find it totally stupid that Carter and Paris feel the need to kind of sneak around and keep their little, relationship on the low. I find that to be dumb because for one, Paris and Zende are not exclusive. They're not technically a couple. They're not, supposed to be totally faithful to each other because they're not boyfriend and girlfriend. And Paris pretty much told Zende that. So if she already made that clear to Zende that she didn't want nothing serious, it's like why the need to sneak around? You know what I'm saying? Zende had no problem telling her, "Hey, I'm going on a date with this girl, um, with the model." You know, so I feel like Paris just need to go ahead and tell Zende how she feel, like fully tell him how she feel about Carter. You know what I'm saying? Just let him know like she feeling Carter. She just want to date Carter right now or whatever. Like be honest with him about it because all this sneaking around is just so dumb for a non-relationship. It's like her and Zende are not a couple, so why are you sneaking? You know what I'm saying? If I'm not in an exclusive relationship with somebody, I'm not hiding shit that I do because I don't belong to nobody. I'm single. I'm just dating around. You know what I mean? That's what you're supposed to do when you're in your 20s, unless you feel totally that you're ready to be like a one, with one person and you ready to settle down, then do that. But if you feel like you're not ready to settle down and you just want to, date around and stuff, then do that. You ain't gotta, lie to people about that. Be unapologetic about it, but be honest about it too. And I feel like that's what she needs to do. All that sneaking around is just so stupid, especially in this particular situation. It's just dumb. Like, it's just totally odd to me. It's like, so you're sneaking around so the foresters don't find out because, Carter was like, we don't want to piss off the foresters or whatever because of Zende, and you don't want to piss Zende off or whatever because he a good dude. But I'm like, y'all not dating though. Y'all not exclusive. So what's the issue? I don't know. It's just foolish to me. So anyway, moving on from that. So of course, Brooke is still having the same Brooke dialogue from weeks ago, where she doesn't understand like what made her drink again, because that's literally the only real dialogue she can come up with. Well, I ain't even gonna say she. I'm gonna say the writers. They need to stop having her keep saying that. Like, what made me drink? I'm so tired of hearing that. Then they keep having these flashbacks, the same flashbacks. I'm like, so we still doing that? So basically, Liam, Hope, and Brooke are worried. They're worried that Deacon may say something, but Hope is confident that Deacon won't say anything. Brooke is hoping that she's right. And then, of course, she's worried about Douglas. Um, Liam thinks that they don't have to worry about Douglas because all he keeps saying is that Grandma was kissing Santa. He doesn't know who she was kissing. But I'm like, clearly y'all are slow because it doesn't take anybody with some brain power to realize who that boy talking about. Because yeah, the boy saw her kissing somebody in a Santa Claus hat, but he knows that it wasn't Christmas Eve. That he knows. He knows that it was New Year's Eve. He knows that. All you have to do is eliminate who was with Brooke on New Year's Eve. It was Liam, it was Hope, it was the kids, and it was Deacon. They all know Deacon was there that night. They know that. So you eliminate Hope, Liam, and the kids, you got Deacon. It doesn't take anybody that it's not hard to figure that shit out. Obviously, that's who she was slobbing down. Like, why y'all trying to act like y'all slow? It ain't gonna take much for a sane person to realize who that boy talking about. Um, And Hope is so naive when it comes to D. She talking about something. Oh, he loves you. You know, Liam was like, oh, I believe that he loves you enough. I buy it. You know that he cares about you enough not to say anything. Y'all are naive as shit because Deacon was definitely about to let it slip to Ridge. When Ridge came up and stuff like that, basically telling him, stay away from, my wife and stuff like that. She don't want nothing to do with you. Deacon was like, you sure about that? He was like, you sure Brooke don't want nothing to do with me? And the way Ridge snapped his neck around and looked at him, Ridge is about to get in his ass. Because Ridge about to ask him, like, what you talking about? What you mean? Like, something I don't know? Like, what you mean by that? That's the way Ridge was looking at him. I said, oh, shit. That truth about to come out sooner rather than later. They keep poking that bear. I love the little back and forth between Ridge and Deacon because it was funny. Like Ridge is making snide remarks to Deacon about him working in a bar of all places, talking about, oh, you belong in a bar. And Deacon was like, well, shit, I'm just here working. He was like, which you know nothing about. Because basically he felt like Ridge, comes from a silver spoon and he ain't never really had to work hard in his life for nothing. So, I love the little back and forth between them. It was hilarious. But Ridge is gonna go off when he find out about Brooke. Brooke and Deacon, oh, he gonna beat the hell out of Deacon. He gonna have a punch ready for him when he see him. When he find out, he gonna hit him. I have that feeling he definitely gonna throw some knuckle knocks on him. Sheila continues to be Sheila. Sheila is desperate to find out what happened between Deacon and Brooke that night. If her plan to, get her to drink and stuff, did it work? Because she still don't have confirmation of what happened that night. Like, did her plan work? But she claims that this is only part one of her plan and she got more in store for Brooke. Sheila is, oh, Lord have mercy, the crazy. She just breathes brimstone and nuts. Like the woman just is relentless when it comes to Brooke. Like she will not let Brooke out of her sight. Like she is hell bent on destroying this woman. And she'll do anything in her arsenal to do it. So anyway, Thomas was sitting there, talking to Douglas or whatever, because he wanted clarification from Douglas of what he saw. Because he wanted to be sure that's what he saw. Brooke kissing another guy. Or Santa, so he thinks. And he was sure. He kept telling him, I know what I saw, and he kept confirming it to him. So once the little boy went off or whatever, Steffi come out and she was wondering, like, all right, what's going on? So Thomas was like, he saw her kissing Deacon. Like, he realized it was Deacon. It had to be Deacon. Because he was like, Ridge wasn't there that night. They know Ridge didn't make it home that night. Who else was Brooke around that night? Hope, Liam, the kids, and Deacon. Once Hope and Liam left and Deacon supposedly left, I'm like, it makes sense. Who else would she be kissing? Who else was she with? She wasn't with nobody else. So thank God that they were smart enough to put two and two together. And that they're gonna go to Ridge about it. My next guess is probably that they're more than likely they're gonna go to Taylor and tell her about it. And it's gonna make its way to Ridge. And knowing Ridge, he probably gonna be in denial about it at first. But I mean, they're gonna have to get a little bit more proof or something. I think they're gonna have to record Brooke. They're gonna have to talk to her and try to get some type of, record her talking on tape or something about it. To let Ridge listen to it, because I don't think he probably gonna believe it at first. He probably gonna be in denial, probably. But anyway, this was pretty funny. But that's the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.